At the cabin, Jenna gently encouraged Oliver to surrender the reins of his life. "Stop trying to force answers with your intellect," she whispered. "Listen to the whispers of your soul instead." Each day in solitude loosened Oliver's grip on controlling his destiny. In quiet moments by the lake, he began to welcome the questions rather than shutting them out. Unexpected tears flowed as he contemplated forces larger than himself guiding his path. But clarity remained elusive. A return to the city was necessary. There, Oliver hoped, he might finally uncover the stranger's identity and purpose. Had he been heaven sent to shepherd Oliver toward revelation? Or was this mere projection upon an ordinary man? Oliver-souled skepticism flickered weakly. The time had come to seek definitive answers. Oliver could evade the truth no longer. His diligent investigation finally revealed the name and whereabouts of the man from the fateful sidewalk encounter weeks prior. Matt Jones resided clear across the city, but a single phone call confirmed he was expecting Oliver's visit. The journey to Matt's doorstep felt eternal, each city block heavy with significance. Oliver rehearsed his questions silently, unsure what mystical revelations awaited. Or would Matt turn out to be a mere mortal, rendering this obsessive quest meaningless? Oliver arrived breathless. Matt welcomed him graciously, as if anticipating this rendezvous all along. As they sat across from one another, Oliver found his carefully prepared questions evaporating. An expectant silence filled the room. "You have been undergoing quite a transformation, I see," Matt finally said. His voice contained a knowing empathy that set Oliver at ease. Oliver shared his tumultuous experiences since their meeting. He described the synchronicities, the awakened wonder and uncertainty. "I thought finding you again would bring clarity," sighed Oliver. "But now that I am here, I feel more lost than ever." Matt smiled. "That is because the answers you seek cannot be grasped, only felt. You are learning to listen to your deepest self, no easy thing after so long spent focused outward." Oliver shook his head impatiently. "I cannot accept such vague platitudes. I need concrete answers about who you are and why you have guided me to this point. You were always the one guiding yourself, Oliver. I am merely a mirror reminding you of your own truth within." Oliver left Matt's home unsatisfied. But a growing realization was slowly crystallizing within his restless mind. Perhaps certainty was not the answer after all. Oliver stood once more at Matt's door, gripping the single white feather he had mysteriously discovered that morning. This time, he was prepared for evasion. "I must know the truth," Oliver stated plainly as Matt welcomed him. "Are you an angel sent to guide me? I can no longer endure ambiguity." Matt's expression remained kindly, yet enigmatic. "Why must my nature matter so? Because I have altered the entire course of my life based on our encounters. I quit my job, ended my relationship. Changed everything. I need to know it was not mere madness that led me here." Oliver expected Matt to remain cryptic. But instead, his features gradually sharpened into a radiance at once mesmerizing and terrifying. The feather slipped from Oliver's fingers. "You already know the truth in your heart," Matt's voice resonated with a divine essence. "The answers were inside you all along." Oliver collapsed to his knees, fully beholding at last the angelic being who had unlocked his soul. But instead of clarity, he felt only more mystery swelling within. "I don't understand," Oliver whispered. "Why can I not simply know?" Matt's brilliance faded back into the humble humanity Oliver first encountered. "Because true faith requires no evidence. It lives on inside, beyond words or form." Oliver walked barefoot through the city for hours afterward, boiling with questions but also deeper acceptance. The truth shone clear at last, a divinity existed beyond his comprehension. He had been jaded with but a glimpse behind the veil. From here, he must walk onward without concrete answers, only the light within. For the first time, it felt like enough. Epilogue. In the end, Oliver realized the mystical forces that guided his journey were not meant to be grasped fully. Like trying to recall a dream upon waking, the details grew hazier the more he chased certainty. But their impact on Oliver's soul remained crystal clear. Prior to his fated crossing of paths with Matt, Oliver had been adrift, a skeptic hardened by a harsh world. He prided himself on logic and tangible facts. But this vigilant pursuit of truth only bred cynicism, leaving his inner landscape barren and bleak. His encounters with Matt awakened something dormant in Oliver, a childlike openness to forces beyond the physical. For the first time, Oliver caught glimpses of realms beyond his finite understanding. The events unfolding around him could no longer be dismissed as coincidental. Yet Matt refused Oliver the certainty his mind craved. The angelic messenger maintained ambiguity, so that Oliver had no choice but to seek answers within. In letting go of control and expectation, Oliver touched an abiding peace that had eluded him all his life. In the end, Oliver found renewal not through tangible proofs, but by surrendering to mystery. He discovered that faith resides not in dogma or rituals, but deep in the currents of the soul. Its guiding light reveals itself to those quiet and humble enough to receive it. While the specifics of his experience defied explanation, Oliver emerged transformed. Where hardened skepticism once dwelled, he now embraced each moment with childlike wonder, open forever to the miraculous possibilities of this world and whatever realms lie beyond it.